Hi everybody, welcome to our 2021 Koala Kids Lunches. We're so excited to be able to have them, and we thank each of our hostesses who have very generously and graciously invited so many people into their homes, 10 to be exact, during the current restrictions. We thank you all for coming. Those of you who've been many times before, those of you who this might be your first lunch, we hope you enjoy it. And there is a complete event program for you which talks a lot about Koala Kids through it's really through one of our mums, and it's a very special story that we hope you'll enjoy and feel compelled to donate to Koala Kids. We'd like to thank Liberty Bell for the beautiful gifts that they have given each of us and each of our guests throughout the 6 weeks of lunches, about 30 lunches in total. We'd like to thank Provincial Home Living, who are amazing supporters of Koala Kids, have been for a long time and remain very, very loyal and supportive of everything we do, and we thank them for supporting our lunches this year. We'd also like to thank Treat Catering for the delicious lunch you're about to enjoy and for their incredible generosity throughout COVID and really over the last 3 or 4 years, when they have been able to provide or give us the opportunity to provide families with children with cancer the same sort of food that we all love eating all the time. And it's very special. Neoprint for printing our program, and Preece for the beautiful wines we're drinking today. Andy Ryan and the Ryan family are very generous supporters of Koala Kids. Our mission is that we provide small things that make a difference to the lives of children with cancer and their families. Many of you have heard that many times over. This year, we have provided more small things than we have ever provided before, because we've been asked to provide COVID units. So these are units in hospitals with children with COVID, or with children whose parents have COVID, or families who are quarantined, either in the hospital or in their homes. And we've been providing lots of items to distract the children, to engage them in activities, or to distract them from when they're having their COVID immunisation. So a whole range of things. Our purpose is that we provide happy moments, and we have provided and continue to provide so much happiness. And it's all well and good that I can sit here and say it to you, but we have testaments to the happiness that we provide. Families in the depths of their anxiety and the stress of their child battling this insidious and sadly sometimes terminal illness. And they say that the happiness that we provide has saved their lives. And some say that might sound like an almighty mayonnaise statement, but we have it from our families. The mental health units, the medical forensic units, they have all now come into our network because we are the only ones that provide the sorts of things that we do. And these are normal things that otherwise in hospitals children and young people would go without. And I could sit here and tell you some terrible stories, but I won't. I will dwell on the fact that we provide happiness and be guaranteed that every dollar that is donated from your lunch ticket and from the donations you make today will be used to provide items that provide happiness for families. This year we have noticed there's a huge move towards sensory items. So these are items that children, like a lollipop that they can taste, or they may be an item that a child can smell or a child can actually put in its mouth. It's not an edible item, but it's something that they can suck on or something they can feel or play with. They're for children, again, who may have issues outside of their cancer treatment that may be being made worse by their cancer treatment, or they may be children that don't have cancer. We are supporting hospitals now that don't see a child or a young person with cancer, but because no one else does what we do, we're supporting them now. So our network has grown to about 26 hospitals and family support networks. We're now providing Ronald McDonald houses with fun, engaging activities for their families to do. We support the Fight Cancer Foundation in their accommodations as well. And we're now engaging directly with more than 210 families in their homes. And we have learned that this support that we provide the families in their homes on a regular basis is even more important, if that's possible, than the support we provide them in hospital. But that's not underwhelming, the support we provide in hospital as well. You will have all heard in recent times that the Royal Children's Hospital went into lockdown because, well, it was already in lockdown, but we had to quarantine families because of a COVID outbreak. We provided, through the support of Treat and one of our incredibly generous philanthropists, meals every single day. Fresh, yummy lunches, chicken sandwiches and salads and all sorts of sweet treats as well for these families when they were locked in their rooms and they weren't even allowed to open their door. Some families were sent home to quarantine, and we sent the families meal boxes to their homes as well. We also enjoyed coordinating a collaborative response from other charities, and we led the approach because we have those facilities to be able to deliver things daily to the hospitals. And for that we thank a team of volunteers, and we thank Treat, and we thank other charities for their support there. The families at home sometimes call themselves the lucky ones. They're lucky that they're able to be at home with their child. The child may be having treatment at home in the form of chemotherapy and oral medication, and we can be providing these things to families at home, and they're the lucky ones because they don't have to be in hospital, where sadly during the last 2 years there was a lack of support for patients and carers and for the children. Fortunately, over the last 6 months we were able to provide more and more. I could sit here and talk all day, but I want you to all kick back and enjoy yourselves. And again, thank you for supporting us. There are facilities within the program to make an additional donation, and we really appreciate and thank you for that. And we encourage you all to take your program to provincial home living between now and Christmas and enjoy 20% discount, which is fantastic. And again, to Liberty Bell for the beautiful gifts. Enjoy the skincare. It's special, and we're very, very fortunate to be able to provide it all to you. Have a Merry Christmas, have happy and safe holidays, and please goodness, let us all be able to look forward to a really happy and healthy 2022 while we continue to care for our families with children with cancer. Sadly, many more will be diagnosed again next year, and they will become part of our daily commitment to touch every one of those families. Thank you.